Hello everyone. Here we are going to see about the Unit 1 continuation part. So in this presentation we are going to see what is integrity, what are the uh, um, integrity, what are the benefits are in the integrity, and then we are going to see about the work ethics, service learning, as well as the self-respect. So everything we can see one by one. The importance of integrity. First, we have to know about what is integrity. So, integrity means it is one of the most important virtue terms. So, that is integrity will refers to the individuality of the person's character. So, it will refers to the wholeness, inactness, or purity of the things when it is applied to the objects. So here the integrity is used to refer to the people, and it will be acts and the ways that are consistent with their own code of principles. So it should be reflect on our principles when we consider what thought to be done in the different situations. What is to be a person of integrity? So it is makes that the number of accounts of integrity will be applied in the persons. So the first thing will be the integrity as a self-integration. So first we have to integrate ourselves in the integrity level. Second thing, we have to maintain the identity. Third thing will be we have to stand for something, whatever we are doing in our property. That is in person to person, we have to maintain the something occurs in our day-to-day life. And the fourth thing will be the integrity as a moral purpose. So we have to show the moral values and moral purposes to the integrity. And the last thing will be the virtue. So we all should show their persons as a virtue of integrity in a daily life. Next, ethics in the business world. We all know that the professional ethics is mainly important in the business world. So in a globalization of organization, it is created that the complex business world has been occurred. So if there is any risk occurred means the negative event times will be found. So there will be some impact of event will be occurred. So this business world will be more important in the ethical world. Next, why we are business ethics are more important means we have to protect the organization and its employees from the legal actions. So when the employees are working in the organization means if there is any issues or any actions has been occurred to the employees means the organization should take care of them. So that will be the legal actions. So next, create an organization that will operate consistently. Then we have to produce the good business. We have to avoid the publicity. So when business ethics important means unfavorable publicity will be avoidable. There is if you have to grow up your business ethics means you can publicity your business ethics. Next, we can gain the goodwill of the community level. So these are the 5 things we have to follow in our business ethics. Next, code of conduct. So the code of conduct means that is the guide that will highlights the organization's key ethical words. So here the key ethical words is most important, and it is forms the issues which has been created. So it will identify the overarching values and also the principles which has been upheld in the organization. Then they have make a discussion with the organization and find out the help in the decision making. So after completing the decision making, the code of conduct will ensure their employees to help. So what are the helps they have made for our employees means first they have to abide by the law. So the laws and rules of the organization should be followed by the employees. Second thing, we have to follow the necessary regulations. What are the regulations occurs in the organization? That regulations should be followed in a from starting itself. Then at last we have to behave in an ethical manner. So there is some of the organization as a ethical manners. So they have to do their ethical manners in their work actions. So that should be followed in rules and regulations. Next, ethical decision making. So first, for making the ethical decision, first we have to follow the facts. So we have to get the facts from the ethical persons. So then we have to identify the stockholders and their positions. After completing their identification, we have to consider the consequence of our own decision. Then if the decision is finished, means we have to weigh the various guidelines and principles, that is virtue, utilitarian, fairness, common good, everything. So after guidelining the principles and the rules and regulations to the decision makers, we have to develop and evaluate their options. After developing, then we have to go for the decision review. If the decision review is finished overall, means we have to evaluate the result of our decisions. So then the decisions will be completed thoroughly. So these are the things we have to follow in ethical decision making. Next, 4 common approaches which are used in ethical decision making are: the first thing will be the virtue approach. So that means the ethical choice is one that the best reflects the moral virtues in ourselves and our futures. Second thing will be the utilitarian approach. So here the ethical choice is one that will produce the greatest excess of benefits over the harms. And the third thing will be the fairness approach. That is, the ethical choice is one of the traits that will treat the everyone as the same and will not show the purposes of fairness approach. And the last thing will be the common good approach. So that is, the ethical choice is one that will advance the common goods. So these are the 4 common approaches which are used in the ethical decision making. Next one is the ethics in information technology. So there is an increased use of information technology which has been raised many ethical issues for today's IT professionals. So what are the ethical information technologies are used means: first thing will be the licensing of IT professional, second internet communication, third intellectual property, fourth employee or employer issues. So most of the ethical and IT professionalism has been maintained in the licensing of professional methods. So internet communication and intellectual property, if you are finding out the new ideas and thoughts are going to switch over the roles, means you have to form an ethical values in the information technology. Then the employees and the employer issues should be find out. Work ethic. So normally work ethic is a set of work and diligence. So here the work ethics will be followed by the some of the roles. So that is, it is a cultural norms that will insist being personally accountable and reproducible for the work. So normally it is a belief of moral benefits of work, and it has shows the characterism of the ability. So we can have the initiative and also we can pursue the new skills. So workers will exhibit the good work ethic in theory. So they have to select better positions and responsibility for promotions. So if the workers who are failed to exhibit their good work ethic, means they have to give the wage for the employer and paying the that should promote in particular positions. So work ethic is not a hard work, it also be accompanying the virtues. So who are the crucial roles in the development, means they have to sustain their free of market. So there are 3 elements of work ethics. So the first thing will be the interpersonal skills, second is the initiative, third will be the being dependable. So in interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills means that is it will include the habit, attitude, manners, appearance, and also we use the around other people's. So which will be affect how we get along their other people's. So that is the interpersonal skills. Initiative. So for avoid the procrastination and missed opportunities which are considered as a real problem, initiative is the very important character for information of age workers. And the third thing will be the being dependable. So the people who are not dependable after their very expensive to keep around the because of the warned behavior which will be causes. What is service learning? So service learning is nothing but teaching. So it is like a learning strategy. We have to integrate with the community service and we have to give the instructions and reflections to learning experiences. So this teaching effective will be very responsibility for the civic persons. So they will strengthen the communities. So there will be two types. One is recipient and another one is provider. So between them two there will be a beneficiary level. After that, service and learning. The service and learning have to focus on the whatever else we are learning in a particular way. So service learning is divided into community service and the field education. After that, the field education we are going for internship. So in internship we can learn more about the field educations. But in community service we have a volunteerism. They will make a volunteerist and will ensure their community level in a service manner. Differentiating the service learning from other forms of education. So the first thing will be the experiential learning. Experimental learning, that is the knowledge and skills which is acquired through the life work experience and study which have not been formally attested through the educational or professional certification. Second thing is internship. So we have to work related to the learning experience. So who wish to develop their hands-on work experience, they have to maintain the occupational field. And the third thing will be the practicum. So that is the college course that is designed to give the students supervised practical application of systems. Characteristics of service learning. So service learning will be linked to academic content and standards. It can be used in many subject areas and it is used to reach their goals. It is also help the young people to determine the community needs. It also works for ages and also even among the young children also. There will be a positive, meaningful and real participants in the service learning. So it involves more cooperative rather than the competitive experience. So we have to associate it with the teamwork and involve their citizenship and we have to promote their skills.